right, more of a concern right now, the Detroit Lions defense or the Detroit Lions offense, okay? Mainly Jared Goff. Well, let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, here's your different reasons you can make for both. Defensively, you could say, they're missing pieces. When you sit there and you start talking about pass rusher on the inside, outside, cornerback depth, you hope to get some healthy guys back. James Houston, Gardner Johnson, you hope to get those to help in the back end a little bit and on the front end a little bit. But, got to understand Rome wasn't built in a day for the Detroit Lions. They chose to kind of go with Romeo, Charles, Julian, Kaminsky, Pascal as their pass rushers, and nobody really stepped up. Only when Pascal healthy, that's it. But nobody really stepped up to be that guy off the edge. We wanted Charles Harris to have the season he had a few years ago. That ain't happening. Julian has never reached his potential and consistency. Romeo was done after the Achilles injury. Kaminsky's just a really good depth guy. So we know we a few pieces away, even with being healthy. Lee McNeil took a jump in the right direction. Anna Zorki was actually active last week. I think he made a tackle or assisted tackle. So, really what you hope for the defense to kind of do the Wolverine and heal itself. You hope Pascal can come back, give you something. You hope Anna Zorki can get healthy, give you something. You hope James Houston come back, give you something. You hope Gardner Johnson come back and give you something. You know what I'm saying? So if those guys come back, maybe they'll answer some questions, but also the defensive coordinators in question. When they play zone, they look out of place. I mean, he not being, when they blitz, he don't look good. He's predominantly a man-to-man guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's a push for them to be bend, don't break type of defense. I would like to see him be a man-to-man and be aggressive, but then again, once you're aggressive and man-to-man, then big plays start happening. Then you can't play bend, don't break. So defenses is concerning, but you already knew that this wasn't going to get turned around right away. And offensively, you really just looking at, the inability for the offensive line to stay healthy. When the offensive line ain't intact, Jared Goff don't play well. And that's the number one concern offensively, is that Jared Goff, health-wise, Jared Goff, when everything ain't perfect, he can't improvise. When it's time to get out the play breakdown, it's time to shuffle, buy time in the pocket, he can't do that. Now he can step up in the pocket and take a shot and make a big throw. But when you talking about breaking the pocket, getting out there, running to get a few yards, he clumsy. When you talking about throwing on the move and resetting, that ain't him. And, and I did a Hendon Hooker video. I'm going to do another one. What find so funny about them picking Hendon Hooker, he does he's good at what Jared Goff ain't really good at. He good at throwing the ball down the field. He good at running the football. He good at improvising and throwing on the run. You know what I'm saying? He got his deep throws are accurate. He can run and all that type of stuff. So that's the crazy thing about it. But I'm more concerned with the offense because that's their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's where they put the most assets, the most equity in is on the offense. When you start talking about, St. Brown, you start talking about Josh Reynolds, you start talking about Jameson Williams, first round pick, you start talking about Sam Laporta, second round pick, you start talking about Frank Ragnow, first round pick, Taylor Decker, first round pick, Jonah Jackson was somewhere in the middle rounds. You start talking about Big V, they paid him a lot of money. Graham Glasgow just came back. Panisa Well, top 10 pick. David Montgomery, prize free agent. You start talking about Jahmyr Gibbs, what was he, a top 10, top 12 pick. So you got a lot of, equity built in on our side of the offense. And, when Jonah Jackson ain't playing, they got a couple injuries on that line. Jared Goff don't look the same. And Jonah Jackson, if he can stay healthy, he gonna get the bag. Because, when that pocket is clean, Jared Goff can throw. But, when he unathletic and can't throw on the move, you can't move the pocket. He limits you. He limits what you can do offensively. You can't get him on the boot. You can't move him on the boot. You can't move the pocket. He can make a throw. It's pretty much, you can't get him out there and call a quarterback run keeper in an option where he can keep it in, run pass option. He can keep it in, or an option, not run out, pass out, but just an option where he keep it and run it in. Can't really do that. So, like I said before, Jared Goff, you got to make sure the line is A1 for he got a clean pocket to throw to, and could they do some things to dress that up with some short passes, some screens, some going up tempo, quick hitters and stuff of that nature. Absolutely. I just think offensively they had to match that with a whole bunch of runs. And you thought Jahmyr Gibbs would be more of an Alvin Kamara like out the backfield, and that would also help them, with a lot of safety valves. And you probably got to start getting Jared Goff to check him down. But as soon as he started getting hit, as soon as they start bringing pressure, he can't elude the pressure, and then sometimes he can't even see the pressure coming and check them into the right play or get them out the wrong play. So, like I said, I'm more concerned about that because that's what they do. We know defense had concerns all season. They played well here. They played well here and there, but that was a totally different defense. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Gardner Johnson out there. We talking about James Houston out there, a healthy Josh Pascal out here. You know what I'm saying? That was a completely different type defense once you start talking about fully healthy. This ain't that. You got Melifanu playing safety. You know what I'm saying? You got Will Harris getting some burn out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. But yeah, I'm more concerned about the offense because now, teams figured, if we pressure Jared Goff, take away the run, we blitz Jared Goff, then he gonna start turning the ball over. And it's to the point where he running and he not even trying to tuck the ball with the pressure points. He running and dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? He just throwing the ball away. And I mean, like I said, I was probably one of the first people to start saying that it looked like he point shaving or he injured. But you got to understand, he won $40 million, and like I continue to say, man, you really don't have another option unless you're gonna have blind faith in Hendon Hooker. Because starting quarterbacks don't grow on trees. But I'm more concerned with the offense because of him. Because of him, he touched the ball. When you start talking about a quarterback, a lot of times you got no chance to win if your quarterback ain't on point. Defensively, I mean, they'll get healthier. If they make it to the playoffs and all that, they'll get healthier for sure. But, will Jared Goff fix his issues? That's the question. And, right now, it just seems like a lot of NFL defenses picked up on what they're doing. They made the adjustment, so now it's time for Jared Goff to make an adjustment and Ben Johnson to make an adjustment. So I'm more concerned about the offense right now. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Peace.